I want to talk about something that's really close to my heart, and that's never underestimate the power of a free horse. A lot of people look at horses and go, well, it's free for a reason, and a lot of times that's true. But if you're good enough to take a look at a horse, see what a horse is doing, the horse might work out for you doing something completely different. Let me explain. So by quarter horse people, this is not going to be some shock to you, but for everybody else it might. One of the most famous sires in the quarter horse world is Doc Bar. Doc Bar was a free horse at one point in time. Doc Bar was foaled in 1956 with a race pedigree. His sire was Lightning Bar out of 3 bars, and his dam was Dandy Doll out of Texas Dandy. He could be traced all the way back to Joe Reed P3. See, Doc was destined to be a racehorse. Unfortunately, his heart was not in it. So he was given away. After 4 outings on the racetrack, he only mustered $95 in total winnings. To enter Charlie Aruju, who was bound and determined to make Doc a halter horse. And that honestly looked like it was going to fail too, because the judges, they didn't see anything there. They saw a scant 15-hand horse that was not built like any halter horse they had ever seen. But it was ripe for change, and Doc was the horse to make the change. And with a slight tweak to some of the judging rules, out of 15 showings, Doc Bar would win 9. And you would think, well, that's the end of the story for this guy. Off the racetrack, become a great halter horse. You'd be wrong. Doc had garnered the attention from Dr. Steven Jensen. And if that doesn't ring a bell, the Double J Ranch will. See, the Double J had put together a group of mares out of Kings, Leos, Pacos, Hollywood Golds. Yeah, they were putting together some good stuff, and they needed a stallion. So in 1963, at 7 years old, entered Doc Bar, stallion. And for the sum of 1963 money, $30,000, Doc Bar was theirs. And the get that he produced would change cunning horses forever. Docalina, Dry Doc, Doc Sangria, Smart Little Lena, Don and Willie, Fizzbar, and Doc's Kitty, just to name a few. And his foals were consistent. That's what made him so great, is that the foals that he put to ground, you knew, were just going to be just like the last one. That is worth more than gold to a breeder. Guaranteed consistency. Doc Bar died in 1992 at the ripe old age of 36. And then a year later, in 1993, he was in the Quarter Horse Hall of Fame. Now, I'm not saying every free horse is going to be like Doc Bar. And that next off-the-track thoroughbred is going to be the next world-class eventer. But never underestimate the power of a free horse or a cheap horse. Just because it doesn't excel in what it was bred to do, doesn't mean there's not